Welcome back to Renegade GCM. Today we have a gameplay video with Zoro versus Blackbeard in the OP09 meta. So opponent chooses to go second. Zoro, we're running the rush version here. So Zoro, this list is not exactly like the deck profile I put out. It's been altered a little bit to try to get some decent gameplay videos for you guys. Alright, so opponent just passes. We're going to go 5 into 5 here. Drawing another copy of our Rush Zoro. So we deploy our 3-drop Zoro and we just go in. They did take that first hit, so we're going to try to see if they'll take a second hit. They do take that hit as well, so we just pass it back to them. So we have two 2Ks in hand, a couple radical beams. Yeah, this was one of the earlier gameplays I did with Zoro before I altered the list. So the most current list is the deck profile that I put out. So opponent decides to swing still with 4 open dawn. I guess they're deciding if they want to swing yet or who they want to swing at. So he's going to put a dawn on, which is actually good for us because I really didn't want a 2K counter, but this one gave us the option too. They deploy a 2K Shiru and just pass it to us. Here we're at 5 dawns. We're going to put 1 on our leader. We're going to go 6 into life here because our leader gives our entire team plus 1,000 for the turn. We're going to go 6 again because they did counter out of the first one with a stronger. They take that hit. We're going to play Zoro. Going to attack 6 into 5 again. We left the 1 dawn open just in case we needed an additional 2K out of the rad beam. So we're just going to pass it over to them. They're accumulating quite a bit of cards in hand. Like 9, it looks like. So we're just going to continue to constantly apply pressure to Blackbeard. So they put 1 on their Shiru, go 5 into our character, Rested Zoro character. We were debating we want to use the rad beam since we do have the open dawn, or we just want to pitch a 2K. We want to keep our bodies on field to keep applying pressure. We're waiting for the opponent to resolve their 1 attacking trigger from Shiru. I believe it's draw 2, trash 2, or something like that. So they trashed a Teach and a Burgess. So we give them the rad beam here as a 2K. So 5 open dawn still for the opponent. They still have their leader swing. Still a lot of cards in hand. 9 cards in hand, it looks like. So they're going to play a Bartolomeo blocker. Which is also a 2K. So they've deployed 2 of their 2Ks already, which is interesting to me. They're going to go 7 into 5 here. We'd have to use both of our 2Ks to save it. But like I said, we want to continue to have our bodies on the field to keep applying the pressure. They're at 1 life. We have 3 good swings coming. They have 1 blocker. So at minimum, it's going to force them to deplete their hand. Waiting now to see if the leader. Yep, the opponent wanted to shut our on-play abilities off, which is fine. And we, of course, draw an on-play card at that point. So we're going to put 1 on our leader before we do anything, just to pump the team. We're going to put a 2 Dawn on our Zoro, which is going to make it an 8k swing into life. They do have the blocker on field, and they also have 7 cards left in their hand, so. They're going to give us the blocker on the first swing, which is great for us. I'm going to give the other Zoro 2 as well and go 8 into 5 again. Trying to deplete their hand down. There's a 2k. They gave us 2 2ks out of that, which is great. Alright, so I was going to attach both, but then I realized I want to keep one open for Rad Beam. So I'm just going to go into their blocker at this point, because I can't go for game. So I'd rather just keep the likelihood of them answering my field to a minimum. They're at 8 Dawn. They're going to attach 1, go 6 into 5, which is fine with us. We're going to give them a 2k out of the Rad Beam. They're going to play their Jack. That's a clean answer to remove our Zoro. But we still have 2 swings going back into them. They're down to 5 cards now. They trashed their blocker teach to shut off our on play. So here we're just gonna probably split the Dawn. We have no threat of being taken out on the next turn. We're gonna go 9 to 5 here. They give us that, and we're just gonna put the rest on our leader and go 11 into 5 here. And they had almost had the counter, but not quite. Good game, opponent. We still had our 5 life here. As you see, we were able to apply enough pressure fast enough against Blackbeard before they were able to get to their 10 drop turn, which is really when they start controlling the game. So we just trying to get under Blackbeard is kind of the way to, with Zoro was able to take care of it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. We have more video content coming soon. Yep.